You know how smart I think our viewers are. At the beginning of the month, we got this call from Alex in Oregon, who asked about a company called EXL. It's a business process outsourcing play with an AI kicker. I told Alex I like the stock, which basically quadrupled over the past 5 years, but also issued an open invitation for EXL to come on the show in order to explain how the unique business has been supercharged by the arrival of the AI era. The company heard these comments, accepted the invitation, so let's check in with Rohit Kapoor. Now, he is the co-founder, chairman, and CEO of EXL. Mr. Kapoor, welcome to Mad Money.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you for having me.
Well, you know, when I had Alex call me on that, I said, well, it's obviously done well. But then I looked into it. You have quite a company, and you've developed it over many years, but it's really been turbocharged. I want to give you the floor, first of all, to let people know how great a company over the last 2.5 decades you've built.
Thank you, Jim. So we started the company 26 years ago, and today we are a data and AI-led company that's transforming businesses, helping them grow their revenues and be cost competitive. AI has been a terrific boon for us. It's something which is powering ahead a lot of efficiency and productivity, and we are right in the midst of it, helping our clients adopt AI into their operations.
All right, so tell people, because some people are getting a little skeptical of AI, what were you doing before and what you're doing after AI? How many people you had to do it with before, and how much you're faster and more accurate now?
So, well, we started out as a business process outsourcing company, and we basically ran operations. And then we figured out you need to embed intelligence into the operations. So we started to delve a lot more into data and analytics and started to integrate in analytics along with the operations. And then AI came along. And so over the last couple of years, we've been helping our clients build use cases, adopt AI, and put it into the workflow and make it work for them.
Okay, so the natural question is why, if we've heard about, say, a ServiceNow, Salesforce, have we not heard about EXL?
Yes, so because we are in the execution business. So what that means is we make AI real for our clients. You know, today when clients use AI, the failure rate is as high as 70%, which means 70% of the use cases that clients try to build using AI fail. Ooh. And they fail because either the data is not good, or the architecture is not right, or the execution simply has not done well. We think there are 3 ingredients which are really, really important if you want to be successful embedding AI. And that's number 1, you need to understand the domain and the business context, because that is the framework under which you can ground the AI model.
Okay.
Number 2, you have to have mastery over data. If you don't have good data, you really can't use AI for anything. Okay. And the third piece is AI requires iteration. So it needs to be kind of experimented upon in small cycles, and you need to fine-tune it so that it is working. It's something that gives you the right business outcome, and there is adoption that takes place. So just kind of putting these 3 things together, that's critical for AI success.
Well, I know when I looked through it, you talked about how in healthcare, the billing, the mistakes are just, it's incredible how much. The insurance business, with these repeated situations, subrogation, for instance, where you have this, I guess, this body of work, and people keep reinventing it. They can't, it's too expensive. Let you invent it.
Yes. So here's the irony of it. When you talk about insurance, either you talk about underwriting or claims.
Right.
On the underwriting side, let's assume you're a small business, you want an insurance policy for general liability. The timeline that it takes for getting that policy quote, just the quote,
right,
is 3 weeks.
Sure.
And the reason it's 3 weeks is because there's a lot of back and forth on the data, and the underwriter is unable to make a decision unless and until everything is provided to them so that they can take an effective decision. With AI, you can actually collapse that time cycle from 3 weeks to 1 day.
Wow.
And that's powerful. Talk about it on the claim side, where so many claims need to be paid out, and there is an estimation that there's approximately 5% fraud, waste, and abuse when claims are paid out. And that's the big reason why insurance carriers take time in terms of processing a claim and making a payment out. And I think, again, you can compress that very, very significantly, and the end customer is going to be very happy. The insurance carrier is going to be happy, and you'd make life just so much easier and comfortable for everyone.
And we should point out that 2 of your most important partners are Databricks, a company we've had on that is magnificent when it comes to data, and NVIDIA, which you work closely with.
Yes, both of them are special partnerships for us. NVIDIA has this ecosystem where it not only has the great chip, but it also has the software on top of that that creates a platform.
I thank heavens that you said it, besides me. I've been driving myself batty that why people don't understand it's a software and hardware company.
Yeah, so it's actually that ecosystem that is very, very powerful and very difficult to replicate. And then Databricks is a great partnership for us. We've really elevated our relationship with Databricks over the last couple of years. And we think in terms of managing unstructured and structured data, that's a key ingredient that you need to have in place.
So at the same time, your company's very fairly valued. I mean, people can come in now. There's companies that are selling at 70, 80 times earnings that are doing similar things to yours, but they may be a little bit more hype-oriented. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so look, I think what we've been able to do is to show consistent growth.
Right.
If you take a look at it for the last 4 years.
How many quarters have you given consistent growth?
For 19 consecutive quarters, we've been able to incrementally increase our earnings and show the growth. So that's been a phenomenal, successful story for us. And not only that, the opportunity set for us right now is fantastic. We have a very strong pipeline. We think that there is a tremendous TAM available for us, and that's only growing and exploding. You know, when AI first came onto the scene, there was a little bit of haziness.
Right.
Is this going to cannibalize revenue? Right. Is this going to grow revenue? Which way is it going to go? Nobody really knew. But I think now the dust seems to be settling down. And it's pretty clear that if you use AI correctly, there's a huge opportunity.
Yeah, no, well, you make it very clear. I want everyone to go to the website. There's an hour-long presentation just from the Investors Day. Well, I looked at one of the verticals. There's many hours. But you will very quickly understand what Rohit Kapoor has built here. He's the co-founder, chairman, CEO of EXL. Thank you also, Alex from Oregon. I did not know the company. It is an incredibly strong company. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That money's back in the break.